the camp was obviously built originally as a World War II prisoner of war camp, and then post the end of the Second World War, prisoners were repatriated, and then it became an active MOD training camp. And then over the years it morphed into a cadet training camp and had, I think, a number of different functions as far as the MOD were concerned. And then eventually became superfluous to their requirements, and their use of the camp tailed off post 2000, and the camp was sold to Comrie Development Trust in 2007 and bought as a community asset. Ever since the EU-funded LEADER programme became something which was part of Perth and Kinross Council in our case, became available to help develop particularly rural businesses, then that's something that is a programme that we've engaged with over a good few years now. And obviously there are two projects specifically which we've engaged with, because in the early days, the first project, I think, helped us to put in place a couple of posts which allowed us to develop our understanding of how we were going to use the camp and what the possibilities might be. So an earlier version of my current role focused partly on development, and an events and activities function role that was exploring the opportunities that we would have for using the space around you and the huts around you on the camp for activities for all manner of things really, so commercial paying events and other community events. And LEADER has come along and helped us, certainly at points when we have been very grateful for that funding, to help fund those posts, and then more latterly to help fund our sewage pipeline refurbishment project, which has really put in place a building block to let us develop the future strategic development of the camp.
And without that, then the camp would have just died on its feet, I'm afraid, because that's given us the opportunity to progress much further in what we ever planned to do, to expand the camp with our self-gating. The self-gating wouldn't have went ahead without the sewerage works. It's as simple as that.
LEADER has helped this camp with a lot of things, and without them we couldn't have done as much as what we've done. Well, we have got allotments which a lot of the community use. We now have a men's shed which we didn't have at that time. We've got Comrie in Colour. They've won numerous awards, who work with P&K as well. So we have a bond with P&K, who give us a lot of information and tell us about things that we can apply for.
The sewage pipeline refurbishment project, the overall budget for that was about £55,000, and LEADER contributed about 70% of that. So that was a very significant contribution to the technology which was being employed to deliver that project, and something which we would have struggled to do at the time, but that put in place a very important building block to let us go forward to look at our plans for further strategic and tactical development on site.
Well, I would say Comrie is quite unique to have this on our doorstep. Very few villages round about has something like this. It's obviously we're in it for the long term. It's not a short term fix here. We've got a great area here to facilitate. We've got the woodland up there which has just really been replanted. Again that's going to be for the future generation to get the benefit of that. We have a great amount of ground round here which can all be developed at some point in the future for the village. It's very much early stages yet, but we are certainly getting there.